Ahab, who was the king of Israel, Jewish, from the tribe of Ephraim. And he was a Jew from the tribe of Ephraim, a king of Israel. He went to meet the king of Sidon. Sidon is in the south of Lebanon. It is Lebanon. Now Sidon, Tyre and Sidon, at that time their god was the Baal, B-A-A-L. Now the Baal in the Holy Bible represents Satan. So the people of Sidon and Tyre, they used to worship Satan literally. So the king of Israel, Ahab, goes to meet the king of Sidon, and then he sees the daughter of the king walking by. He falls in love with her. He's an Israeli, he is a Jew from the tribe of Ephraim. He meets a pagan, a worshiper of Satan, Baal, a totally foreign god. But she was beautiful. And he says, I want to marry her. The king says, let me call my daughter. Daughter, come here. This king wants to marry you. What do you say? She said to Ahab, she said, listen, I'll marry you on one condition. You stay to your own religion and you leave me to my own religion. Enta ladinak wa ana ladini. Mixed marriages of different religions is a big no-no. That's the Holy Bible says, not me. So now, she said, I'll marry you on one condition. You leave me to my own religion, free. He said, no problems, you got it. I'll do anything, I just want to marry you. You are too beautiful, that's it, I fell in love with you. He married her. He took her with him to his kingdom, Israel. She said, I want you to build me a temple for Baal. Temple for Baal, Satan. He said, I'll build it next to the citadel where you live. So I'll be, easy access to you. She said, I'll bring 400 prophets of the Baal with me from Sidon to Israel. You'll need to let me bring 400 and 450 priests that worship Baal. He said, anything for you. They got married, they went, he built her one temple. After a short while, the one temple became over 1,000 temples in all of Israel. You make deals with Satan, he'll begin with the little thing, and then at the end he will take everything. Don't make deals, because later on you will not be able to withstand them and handle them. They will be too much for you. You're gone. Ahab made a mistake by bringing this woman who worships Satan. Just because she is good looking, that does not mean she is good for you. Jezebel was very sneaky because she worships Satan, so Satan is going to teach her all the deceitful ways. There was a guy that had a block of land next to the king's land. He wanted to expand on his land, and that guy, poor thing, his name was Naboth the Jezreelite. Naboth the Jezreelite. So he went to him, King Ahab went to him, he said, look, I want to increase my property. I'm gonna offer you something, good money, just sell me your land. Naboth said, no, sorry, this is my ancestors' land. There is a lot of heritage here, there is a lot of history. It's not for sale. He tried every way, he couldn't. He came back home, the king very sad, because Naboth did not sell the land. So the wife Jezebel saw her husband very sad. She said, what's wrong? He said, well, Naboth is not selling his land for me. She said, is that all? Don't worry, leave it to me, I'll fix him for you. So she read the Torah, she read the Jewish faith, because she wants to be familiar with her husband's religion, to find certain loopholes where she can come through and destroy her husband's nation. Satan. So she found in the book of Deuteronomy that if a man, an Israelite man, if an Israelite man swears against God and the king of that nation, that man must be stoned to death. She said, I got it. She called people from the town of Naboth. She paid them money, And she said, I want you to be false witnesses. Come and say, King, this man swore against Yahweh and swore against you. She said, call a fasting for 3 days. For 3 days they fasted. After the 3 days, she brought those false witnesses, and the king called Naboth, and the witnesses said, yes, king, we saw him, we heard him swearing at Yahweh and swearing at you. They took him out, they dug a big hole, they put him in the hole, and they stoned him to death. Him and his children, his sons. They killed them all. The wife came and said, Habibi, husband, the guy is dead. You're going to take the property for free. It's yours. And as they were talking, the prophet Elijah came and confronted Ahab. And he said, Ahab, this is the word of the Lord to you and your evil wife. The dogs that licked the blood of Naboth and his sons, the same dogs will lick your blood and your wife's. And both were killed that day.